In this video, I will show you how to do this manicure with this color blocking accent nail. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Maggie Rose back with another nail video. Today I have all of my nails done except for one, but I am going to show you how to do color blocking. So this is what my nails look like right now. I don't have a gel top coat on my nails yet. I want to wait till this nail is done and then cure them all under the light at the same time. But I'm going to do some color blocking on my ring finger on both hands for you, and I'm going to take you through step by step. Malachi wants to say hi.
Hey.
Hi. Oh my word, buddy, you're so cute. So today I'll be showing you how to do the color blocking. I'm not entirely sure of I'm not entirely sure of the exact pattern I want to color block yet, but I kind of figure that out as I go, and I'll show you and I'll explain to you as I do it. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's just get right to it. So before we get into it, I apparently forgot to film a voiceover for this next portion of me showing you how to do it. So I'm going to be watching it with you guys and explaining what I'm doing in the video as I watch it with you. So this might be interesting because I recorded this video like a week ago. So let's find out how to do this kind of nails together. So the first thing that you want to do whenever you are starting a manicure like this, color blocking, you need to make sure you have clear tape or scotch tape or some sort of tape, not duct tape, obviously that would not work, but you just kind of want to place it on your finger. Oh, that went out of frame, sorry about that. But you want to put it on your finger where you want the color to not appear. So whatever is taped, obviously that will not get powder on it. So you want to try to tape it, and I'm so sorry it's out of frame, that's driving me nuts too, but you can kind of see in a minute, I think, that yes, okay, here. So you can see that I'm putting it in a triangle because I'm pretty sure I start with blue. So I'm gonna start to make a blue triangle, but I'm placing the tape around the places where I don't want the powder to show up. And if you're wondering, oh, and then I take this little dotting tool and I go around my cuticle line to make sure that that tape is really stuck on there tight so that nothing can like creep underneath of the tape, if you know what I mean. And if you're also wondering why there's a whole bunch of powder all over, it's because I tried to do color blocking on my other hand first, hated how it looked, and I filed it off. So this is take 2. But right here, it's kind of on frame. You can see that I'm putting the pro base right where that triangle is. And then I'm taking my cuticle pusher and I'm taking a scoop of the powder that I want and I'm putting it all over my nail. And then I'm gonna tap that off. I'm so sorry this is out of frame, guys. This is driving me insane, and this is with my new tripod too. I'm so ashamed of myself right now. Anyway, I did that, and I'm gonna brush it off, and I believe I'm gonna go ahead and do it again. Oh, look at me. I tried to fix the angle of the camera. That's pretty good. It's working a little bit. Whoa, okay, what am I doing? Okay. There, you can see it's a little bit outside on the tape, but when we pull the tape off, that'll fix that problem. But I'm going in with a second coat of the Pro Base, and you can see, look at me, camera angle on point here. Anyway, you can see that I'm putting the Pro Base right where that triangle is. So, and then I'm gonna take my cuticle pusher again, take a scoop of the powder, and just pile it on there, and then brush it off again. I might fast forward that a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to peel that tape off, only doing 2 coats because I don't want it to sit on my nail longer than it has to, because then the tape won't peel off, just because the Pro Base is like so super powerful. So there you can see I have a little bit of a bump on there from the tape. So I don't know what I do here. Okay, I'm putting the activator on first, and then I'm gonna file off that little bump. But you wanna put activator on in between each triangle that you wanna do, or line, like you can do lines. This one is a really complicated version of color blocking that I'm showing you how to do, so you know how to do a complicated version of it, but you can do like half of your nail and just do a straight line, that's fine. Okay, and while I'm waiting for that one to dry, it looks like I'm going on to my other hand. Wow, I forget. This is like a week and a half ago. But you can see that this is the hand that I messed up on and tried to file it down, and I didn't quite file it down the whole way because I ended up nicking my cuticle with something. I don't even remember. I am going ahead and putting the tape on this nail to make the same triangle. Oh look, cheetah print scrunchie for the win. Anyway, sorry. Actually I'm not sorry. I'm just crazy and that's who I am. I'm doing the same thing on this hand with the same triangle in the same place, I think. It's backwards and looks weird, but pretty sure it's in the same place as the other hand. But I'm doing a triangle of the blue and doing it twice and trying to work quickly so that the Pro Base does not glue the tape to my nail. Like, it wouldn't glue the tape to your nail, obviously, not like that extreme, but the longer that it sits there, I feel like the harder it gets. I don't really know if that's accurate, but that's what I feel like it does. So I just tried to work a little bit quickly so I can take the tape off and have nothing try to stick. You can see it sticks a little bit there. Some people may even do just one coat so that they can take the tape off right away, but for this particular mani, I did 2 coats instead of 1. That tape peeled off quite nicely on that hand, but you can't really tell because there's a whole bunch of other random colors on the underneath of that from the messed up manicure. Now I'm going in with the other side and fixing that bump that I was talking to you about. But even if you don't have a bump, you want to go in with your file like I'm doing here and file those edges of that triangle or line or whatever you're color blocking, because you want these lines to be as precise as possible. Anytime you're using dip powder, it's going to be a little bumpy. So you want to get rid of all those bumps and really clean up those lines. And there you can see I'm cleaning up the other side of that line. It's kind of hard sometimes depending on what angle you're doing it, but you just want to make sure that you really get those lines really straight and clear and precise. Okay, what am I doing now? Getting another piece of tape. Story of my life with this manicure. I am going and making a second triangle. This time I'm only putting 1 piece of tape down, I think. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. Doing 2 pieces of tape, being extra careful. You don't have to use 2 pieces of tape if you're taping along, like you don't have to tape along the blue side. If you don't want to, you can, oh look at me, I didn't actually use a piece of tape. Oh my goodness, I'm all over the place. So yeah, I didn't actually use a second piece of tape. I was just very careful and went right up to that blue line on that one side, and the other side I used tape for. So that works when you have 2 dips of powder on every triangle. If you only have 1 dip, there's not going to be enough of a ledge there to get up close to it without over, you know, like putting the powder over top of that color. So you want to make sure that you at least have 2 dips per triangle when you're only using tape on the one side of the triangle. I hope that makes sense. I decided to do yellow for this little baby triangle. After the manicure's done, you can see that I wish that I did this triangle a little bit bigger, just because when you do color blocking, sometimes it doesn't look quite as, I don't know. Every time I do color blocking, I'm a little bit disappointed with how, I don't know. It's very hard to explain, but sometimes little tiny color blocking pieces don't look as nice as you think that they would. So it's better to do bigger and bolder when it comes to color blocking, and you'll see what that looks like at the end of this manicure. I wish that I would have gone bigger and bolder instead of trying to do a whole bunch of intricate little triangles. Oh, my freckles on my hand, my goodness. Okay, I'm doing the same thing on this side, only taping on the one side and then just going up and kissing that line of the blue triangle on the other side. And then pouring the yellow powder on and tapping that off and then doing another coat. Wow, I got a lot on the tape that time. Oh well. Let's see. Okay, do it again. Okay, taking the tape off, right? Oh, brushing first. Okay, now taking the tape off. What am I doing now? Oh, I'm doing a third coat. Okay, so I'm doing a third coat. Did I do that on the other hand? I wasn't paying attention. But sometimes if the powder is too opaque and you want it to be less opaque, you want to do 3 coats to make it stand out more. You can see it's like a little bit clear or a little bit wet there. So I went ahead and I just dipped it in the clear just to kind of get rid of that wetness and to not have that color bleed by trying to put more of the yellow powder on it. I didn't want yellow powder everywhere, so I just went ahead and dipped it in clear just to be safe. So if you have a moment where your nail is really wet and after you took the tape off, just go ahead and dip your finger in clear dip powder, and that'll hopefully resolve your issue like it did with mine. And now I'm going in and I'm making a third triangle on my right hand, left hand, right hand, right hand. And I wish I could see it, but stupid me is out of frame again. You can see all the weird tie-dye powder on the table, but you can't see my finger. I can kind of see it now. Come on, son, get in frame, get in frame, get in frame. Well, this is fun. All right, okay, you can see it now. I made another tiny triangle. Again, wish that I would have made these triangles a little bit bigger. The blue one is a good size. Don't get me wrong, I like the blue one. But the other two ones that I'm making yellow, I think I did them a little bit too small. I don't really like them very much, but at least it'll show you how to do color blocking if nothing else, right? So doing the same thing that I did when I did the blue, doing two sides of the tape because there's no line around this triangle that I can go right up to. So I have to use 2 pieces of tape for this. And I think I also do, this is the second coat right now, but I think I also do 3 coats on this nail. Wow, there's a lot of powder on that tape. I don't remember, but I feel like that was harder to, oh, nope, just kidding. It's easy to take off. Well, I was wrong. Not surprising. Yeah, that one's real bumpy because I put too much pro base on there. So I went ahead and dipped it in the clear to kind of get rid of some of that pro base. Not really get rid of it, but just like soak it up, I guess. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other hand. I'm going to maybe speed that up a little bit depending on how out of frame I am. Okay, and this one was a little bit harder just because I had that boo-boo. That cut on my ring finger, and I got some dip powder really close to it, so it bled a little bit into my cuticle. But the tape didn't really work very well close to the tip of this triangle, so I used my skinniest dotting tool that I have, and all my stuff's linked below if you want to find these dotting tools, but I used that skinniest one and tried to maneuver it and like push it and make it look more like a triangle before I put the activator on it while it was still a little moldable. That one does look real messed up and real funky though. At the end you can see it too. Maybe not. Maybe I tried not to show you, but it was real bad at the cuticle just because I had a cut down there and it was just real wonky. It was just an off day for that nail. That poor nail looked terrible. All right, so here I am going and putting tape over top of the colors because I'm going in with a glitter, and the glitters are more chunky, and if I do 2 coats of glitter it's going to be taller than 2 coats of color. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't get any glitter over top of the color. So when I went to do my final blocks for this nail, I did use tape, I think, on all sides, but I could be wrong, so we shall see if my finger ever gets in frame. I do think this one was a little bit harder though because the glitter part, because there were so many other triangles going on, I couldn't just cover up the triangles with tape because I would have to cut out triangles of tape, and I was not going to waste my time doing that. So I did the glitter in 2 sections, I guess. So I taped the one half of the nail where I could see a lot of the triangles. You can see right here, yeah, the one half, and then I put tape on the one little part of the triangle. So I'm only going to do glitter in that bottom portion of this nail because that's the only thing I can get to without getting glitter on everything else. So it was a really stupid decision for me to choose all these little tiny little triangles for color blocking, but I have so many little triangles to show you how to color block, so maybe it was worth it. I don't know, you'll have to tell me if it was worth it whenever you see the result at the end. But I did have to put that little piece of tape on there so I wouldn't get any glitter on top of that blue triangle, that was a booger. I could have just cut out a triangle of tape and put it just on the blue so I could go all the way around it, but then I would have to like lay it on top, draw it out, measure it out, and that wasn't worth it. So then right there I only took off that one piece of tape that was in the way of the blue, and then I think, did I just try to really, I can't see. I wanted to try to be really gentle and put it over top of the other part of the blue triangle, but that means it also had to touch the part that I just did a little bit right there. So I was trying to not push very hard with the tape, but just be very careful with the tape so that whenever I peel the tape off, it won't peel any glitter off because I don't have activator on that part yet. So I was just trying to be really careful and really cautious right there. But then I did put tape over the yellow triangle as well. And then again, scooping it over top, putting the glitter over top of it. And I didn't put a clear coat underneath of this. I maybe should have. I always like to do that when it comes to glitter because glitter's hard to take off. But I just wanted to let you guys know that there's no clear dip underneath of these color blocking nails. So I'm going in with a second coat, doing all that. Okay, so that half is done. Putting activator on that half. And then I'm pretty sure I go over to the other hand to do that part. Yep. I'm going to save that little baby triangle for last just because I have activator and I don't want to put tape over top of activator. I don't think it would do anything, but because activator seems very chemically, I just don't want to mess with it and like try to put tape over top of it and then have like a weird fusing situation. Not that I think that that would happen, but who am I to say it wouldn't happen? So I'm just trying to be careful. Again, I am out of frame and mad about it. So I'm going to fast forward until I'm not out of frame anymore and you can see what's going on. Okay, so I just fast forwarded that other part too because you saw me do it on the other hand. So I fast forwarded to here. We are putting the tape over the yellow and the blue to do our last triangle, woo, of the gold glitter. Which is a beautiful gold glitter, by the way. It's called Prosecco, and it's from Revel. All of these colors are actually from Revel Nail. I think, if I remember, I will not link to them, but I will tell you the names of the colors in the, whatever that thing's called, the description box below, if you wanted to get these colors for yourself. I don't get a commission or anything from that, but if you like the colors, who am I to stop you from getting them yourself? But anyway, this is the very last portion, and again, I am very close to being out of frame. So sorry. I will get better, I promise. But I went ahead and I did that twice, I believe. I don't think I did it 3 times. Nope, I did it twice. I'm taking the tape off, putting activator on again, just because I did it with every other nail. Right? Did I do that? I guess I wouldn't technically need to. Once you get done all of your triangles, you can go ahead and put clear on. But I did put activator on just because I did it with all of the other nails. And yeah, that's just what I did. And apparently, is that one already done? Oh, no. That one looks like it's done because I had those other colors on underneath of it. So it looks like there's extra blue on that hand. But I'm going to cover that up with the gold glitter. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward that too. The next step that I'm actually going to do is just filing around the cuticle area, and then I need to put clear on top. Did I not put clear on top? Because I need to. That should be the next step, but I guess I'm just kind of cleaning up my cuticle area because I did see that I flooded my cuticle over on the side. I guess it's not really a cuticle if it's the side of your nail, but I flooded the side of my nail when I was doing that last triangle, so I'm trying to get that bump away. But I do need to go in and do at least one, if not 2 or 3 coats of clear on the top of this nail so that when you file it down, oh, there I go. Here I go. I knew I would do it. Whenever you file it down, some of these triangles are going to be bigger than others, just depending on the color or the glitter. So you want to have a clear surface so that when you file your nail smooth, you're not filing away different points of different triangles. So you want to make sure that you are covering it with at least 1 to 2, I would say at least 2 coats of clear. And then activate that again, file that again, make sure everything's smooth. And then you can go ahead and move on to your top coat. We are now putting on gel top coat, curing each hand for 60 seconds, and you'll be able to see my really cute cheetah print scrunchie all up close in your business. If you're wondering where I got that, that was from Exo Mandy's too, but I don't know if it's in stock anymore, but if you find it, I do have a code for Exo Mandy Sue. I think it's just Maggie Rose, and you get 35% off. So if you want a scrunchie, you can do that. But Anyway, that is way off topic. Swear I'm not trying to just sell you stuff. I just really like that scrunchie. Anyway, I went ahead and put the gel top coat on all of my nails, and in a second here you will see me showing you them up close. Oopsie. Okay, and I don't have my cuticle oil on yet, so my nails are a little dry, but that's the color blocking. It looks pretty good. I just wish that I would have swapped out the blue and the glitter, or the yellow and the glitter, so that it wouldn't, I feel like you'd be able to see the color blocking more had the biggest part of the color blocking not have been glitter, if that makes sense. Just because glitter makes it hard to see those really steep lines and those really precise lines. So I wish that I would have switched it out with the blue or the yellow, but oh well. I mean, it is what it is. So in about 2 seconds, you'll be hopping back into the video that I'm actually editing right now, and I'll look a whole lot nicer in about 2 seconds because I'm in my frumpy dump clothes editing a video when the me in the video just came back from a dinner. So enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Okay, so I'm in a different outfit because we had to get ready for a dinner, so I felt kind of rushed when I was doing my nails. I don't think I like it. Me again, just wanted to clarify. I said that I don't think I like it. Not the actual triangles and everything. I liked that. The reason why I said I don't like it is because I wish that I would have swapped the glitter with one of the colors. That's pretty much why. I just forgot to say it. But I feel like it would just have looked a lot nicer had you been able to see more clear, precise lines. And you would have been able to do that if I would have swapped out and did a small triangle of glitter and a more bold triangle, or the bold background being like the one of the colors, like blue or yellow or even white. So, but I still hope that this video shows you how to do color blocking, even though my color blocking did not turn out nearly as nice as I wanted it to. I still was able to show you all the proper steps of how to go about doing color blocking. Just know that color blocking is one of the most frustrating accent things to do for your nails, at least in my opinion, because it takes so much time and you don't really know what it's going to look like until it's done. And once it's done, it takes forever to redo if you want to redo it to something different. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's another nail manicure that you want me to show you. Leave it in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Keep smiling, keep finding the joy. Thanks, guys. Bye! Oh, excuse me. Am I done? Am I done? Am I done? Am I done? Done, 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 am I done? Come on, girl. Come on, girlfriend. Do you wanna,